and welcome to Mining with Virii. Of course, you can see me over on the BVG server. I figured I'd try it out this time. You know, I got there's so much stuff I do on this server, and there's a lot of mind-numbing stuff, so I figured I would come over here and be doing some stuff on here. But what I want to point out is today's topic is these things. Now, back in my day, they were bound with leather and, stuff. And they had these things called words in them. And kids, like myself, would read with these words with our eyes in a well-lit area, usually, or underneath a blanket with a flashlight. This is books. Guys, books. Now, I know I'm being very sarcastic. Yeah, you get where I'm going with that, right? And I thought today's subject, I never really dawned on me. The cats have been really, they've been getting into technology. Ryan is, my youngest, is getting his first computer, he's gonna buy, not buy it, but his grades were good enough that I decided that I would buy him a computer. So he's doing all the research, picking it out, so it can do everything he wants it to do and whatnot. So there's that. And, I realized that, because he's got his DS, and let's be honest, guys, kids nowadays, they don't want to read a book. They want to stare at a screen. They don't want any thought process going on. It makes it easier for them, I guess. I'm not exactly sure, because I would get really bored. Maybe that's the reason. But books, guys. Now, books seem like junk to you. I know, I get it. It's stupid, right? It's stupid, right? But here's the thing. Books enter you into a world that no video game can do. Think about a movie. Think about any time you ever saw a movie, let's say somebody said, let's see, trying to think of anytime they converted a cartoon to a movie. Now, cartoons are amazing in the sense that you can do anything with a cartoon because it's just drawings, right? But a movie, man, you got to have all those special effects. I mean, that's a lot of work. And I don't think, you realize that that's a lot of work to make it do what the cartoons do. Because a cartoon, I can make my arm really easily stretch and come back, no problem. It's just a line. Whereas in a movie, for that arm to do that, they have to CGI it and connect it and make it do. I mean, there's a lot more work to it. And so they tend not to ever be able to match up to the cartoon. Well, think about it, the reason that is. It is nothing more than a cell and drawing and in somebody's imagination. Well, imagine now, take that one step further. When you draw, if you've ever written anything or drawn anything, have you noticed that when you do, it never comes out exactly like what you were thinking? Oh, it comes out very close, guys. Come on. And you will tweak it to try to get it close, but your imagination is a phenomenal thing. I mean, on par with nothing else out there. And so by reading a book, that world becomes so much more massive than it could ever be. And, and that's what books are. And a lot of, kids nowadays think that books are stupid. I get it. And it's just, I wish kids would actually realize that there's more to life than just playing video games. I mean, I know that's stupid sounding. I know, guys. I'm old-fashioned, but there are so many books out there that are on a par with no movie that's ever been. And this morning I woke up and there's my oldest playing on his iPod while, animes are going on in the background. He's getting really big into the anime. And it was like, I realized that I made a mining laser, guys. Oh, wait, did I figure it out? I did, okay. I wonder what else I wonder what blocks this could break. Whoop, land. Not down there. So, I started thinking, and I'm sitting there, and I asked him, like, what why don't you read any books? And he's like, well, books are stupid. Because, he's a teenager. And, let's see if it'll break that. Nope, doesn't break. Dang. What about... It'll break a lot of things, but not enough. That's really cool. Sorry. I made this thing last night, and I was really upset because it didn't do anything. And I'm like, man, this thing is stupid. It doesn't do damage. It doesn't do anything. Now it breaks blocks. Okay. So, I mean, it's stupid, but fine. I'm good with this. But I started talking to him, and he loves zombie books. I'm like, who doesn't like zombie books? I don't actually prefer zombie books. Comic books. And I started just going like, look, when somebody says reading, it doesn't necessarily mean, I don't actually have one in here to show you, but like a novel, okay? What I mean by reading is anything where you're using your brain. I know. Weird, right? But it's true because, we as people long for specialties. We want to see something that's, makes our mind just boggle. And with that, books, I mean, God, I feel like I'm, beating a dead horse here, but books are just are that. When you guys sit there and read, you're experiencing another world of your creating though. Don't think of it like I don't like fantasy, or I don't like the Star Trek universe. When I used to read, and I did this when I even watched shows. It didn't matter what universe. I didn't care if it was Star Trek, Star Wars, Babylon 5, Star Tours, any thing. I took that universe and built it here. And I was able to literally write stories, and that's why I run games, because when because it's easy. When you have a minded, I want you guys to understand that when you don't read, you actually miss out on a good portion of that universe. There's so much you guys could be doing, and so much you could be experiencing that I never understood why you got, kids, and it's kids, it's not all of you, I get it. A lot of you read. But why you guys have so many problems with reading. And it's not just my kids. It's a lot of kids have problems with reading. And yes, I get it. Some people are actually completely anti reading, and it's for good reason. Like, for example, I actually know kids that are my son's age that can't read. I don't blame them. Oop, a little lag. I don't blame them for not being able to read. I do blame them for not trying. And I'm not talking about learning defects. I'm not talking about literally do not have the option to learn. I mean the lazy kids that are just like, why do I need to read when I can, text to speak, or, emoji speak? I don't know. And so it's one of those things of, I don't know if kids are just becoming lazier or what. My phone just turned on. It was kind of creepy. Oh. My phone was like, wait, I'm on, but I don't know what I'm doing here. And then it decided to do something. Phones nowadays. But see, and that's the thing is, and you saw right there, the light came on. What did I do? I looked right at it. I hate this phone, by the way, guys. I want to get rid of cell phones. I hate cell phones. When the cats are old enough and I have no need for it, that thing's going in the trash, and I'm never touching a cell phone again. Hate cell phones. I hate the fact that I have to sit there and be tethered to a machine. And it's just, no, 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 no. But Let's put one of these back. When you read, like, one of my favorite book series is called The Wheel of Time. Now it's a series where you've got different types of manners and the I can't even think properly, guys. Did that pool empty, or did I misalign it? I misaligned it. I want to fill that pool up. Ready to see some sparklies? Watch this. Oh, the sparklies. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you Poink. I don't know why this is entertaining to me. Botania is one of the worst mods I've found when it comes to magic stuff, but it's just so fun to watch. It's amazing. But the Wheel of Time series was a great. Now, mind you, it was meant to be a 12-book series, but unfortunately, the author passed away at book 11, and so his wife and him were working with another author to finish it, so it became like 14 books. And I understand, guys, 14 books. My God, yeah, I get it. You guys are lazy, but the reason I like that series is they spent so much time developing the heroes, the heroes plural, in that story, that it was amazing to sit down and go and read this world, and you just wanted to be there. You wanted to meet an Aes Sedai. You wanted to meet somebody who walked into an area, and just by their presence, people took note and recognized, oh my God, this person is but they didn't. It was just, I can't even think of the names. I need to reread that series. But the worlds that those things created they were phenomenal. And I honestly, I take note that a lot of people nowadays don't have that kind of creativity. They don't have the mindset to sit there and go, oh, yeah, this world. When they watch a movie, they're just, oh, that couldn't happen. They have no more imagination to it. And reading is so crucial to imagination, guys. Honestly, your imagination is the most important thing you have. Bear with me. You ever been in an appointment without Wi-Fi? I know. And you're just sitting there and you're waiting for your mom or dad or sibling or you waiting to be seen. And they have the TV on. They always do, with that amazing plethora of shows from like one channel. They all use the same channel, or they have their custom channel, like the channel all about dentistry. So you get to watch them like, hey, look at teeth, and yeah. You've all been there, and they have those magazines, which are amazingly 12 years old People magazine, because all of us care about people, because people are stupid. Yeah, I get it. And you look through all this stuff and you realize you're bored. Damn. You are bored out of your mind. So now what? Nothing. Exactly. Because you don't have the imagination to fight yourself out of being bored. Now, I know some of you are like, well, I can do it. Yes, some of you can. I'm not using this as everyone, blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying is the majority of kids can't. They start causing mischief at that point. They start, trying to draw attention to themselves so they can be, books bypass that. Books begin and spark your imagination, and your imagination is what carries you through those really boring, obnoxious times. Come on, we've all had them. I miss so many things from books and stuff like that. I really should have grabbed my ring. Because I do. I miss it all. Because there was so much to it. There was so much amazingness in a world. And with that, you could literally sit there and not be bored. I mean, that if that in itself is not convincing enough, I don't know what is, guys, because I mean, I can't tell you how many times the cats have been bored and because they don't have their, their contraption, their I don't know what I'm calling their contraption to entertain them. When I was a kid, I mean, yes, okay, I get it. I grew up at a different time, so we didn't have like smartphones, but I had Game Boys. I had the original Game Boy that I could play, and if I didn't, yes, when it first came out, it was amazing, and I played with that thing all the time. But I was so into reading and comic books and superheroes that even if I didn't have it, I didn't need it. Keep that in mind, guys. Being able to entertain yourself without relying on internet or electronics is invaluable, because there may come a time when you don't have electronics, or you don't have internet, or the power's out. That's another one. You can still read by candlelight. Anyways, guys, that's all I got tonight or today, whatever it is. I don't know. There's sun right there. There's sun out there. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time.